Hey everybody, Chief Meteorologist Brad Petovich here. Quick update on the weekend forecast. We'll get right to the point here. You can see we've got our upper level system moving through the southern part of the country right here. It's going to interact with this surface low. We're going to see a pretty potent low pressure system build and move up the coast. Now this is primarily going to be rain. I think I need to emphasize this so many times because it is not going to be a massive winter storm for the southeast. It's mainly going to be rain. There are going to be areas that see snow as that cold air aloft associated with this upper low rotates through on Sunday, but those will be confined to the highest elevations and some isolated spots here and there. We do have a winter storm watch up for the North Carolina mountains. This is in effect basically for now until tomorrow night, when it'll probably be upgraded to a warning or a winter weather advisory. Remember, both of those are technically upgrades from a watch. So the watch is the lowest, advisory is next, and then warning is the highest. So I would expect that to happen maybe sometime tomorrow as the system gets closer. I'll show you the wider view first, and you can see the low pressure forming, moisture coming up. So Saturday starts dry. So the first half of Saturday actually is not too bad. It's after 5 or 6 in the evening the rain moves in. And again, it's primarily rain. There will be snow mixing in the mountains, but don't expect a lot of snow in the valleys. Even in the mountains, if you're in like Asheville or Boone or Blowing Rock, it might be struggling to even snow. You're going to have to go above 4,000 feet, something like that, to really get solidly in the snow. You see the upper low pivot through on Sunday. That's when the highest chance of snow occurs. Sunday, midday, and then it's out of here. So let's go hour by hour. A couple things to keep in mind. I'm showing you the temperatures at the surface as well as the precipitation. Remember, don't get caught up in the surface temperatures for snow. It's really more about what the road conditions are going to be like. We can get snow at warm temperatures at the surface as long as it's cold aloft. I'm going to stop this late Saturday night, and the thing you notice is we've got, in the higher elevations, there's snow, but there's a lot of places where it's likely still going to be rain. And even where it's snowing, it's really wet, heavy snow that kind of melts almost as it falls. As we go into Sunday, the heavy rain, boy, it's going to be really heavy rain on this, on top of a lot of this stuff. On Sunday morning, the dry slot tries to move in and shut things off, and it might briefly become drizzle, but then going into Sunday midday, the upper low will pivot through, and there will be maybe a brief opportunity for just a little bit of snow mixing in. But look at these temperatures. They're all way above the freezing mark, which means they'll be melting pretty quickly and not sticking. Even in the mountains, it's really marginal temperatures. This is a really warm system. It is not overly cold enough for a lot of wintry weather. So I'm backing off some of the totals just a little bit. I'm only going to go 4 to 6 in the highest of elevations in the mountains. I think most areas could be 2 to 4 with 1 to 2 inches probably in some of the valleys. So in places like Boone, you're probably more in that 1 to 3 inch range. You really got to get to the highest levels to see this, and the impacts overall are going to be limited to those really high elevations. So travel, I don't think you'll see any issues with travel here. 26, 40 getting towards Newfound Gap. This would be an area that would have some concerns, and then maybe going north as you cross over the Tennessee line. But by Beach and Sugar Mountain, Mount Mitchell, the Balsams here, Grayson Highlands, Howard's Knob. I mean, those are the higher elevations. People know, if you're in the mountains, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know those favored spots for snowfall. That's where we would see the potential for big time snow. Now, one thing probably haven't talked enough about is the strong winds. There's going to be really strong winds with this system, especially late Saturday into Sunday. Let me just pause this, excuse me, early Sunday morning. Got choking up there. Northwest or northeast winds really howling here, and these are gusts, by the way, not sustained. So wind gusts to 35, 40 miles an hour, and at times on Sunday they could really be gusting. So the winds will be howling with the system Sunday night or Saturday night into Sunday morning, excuse me, and then things will start to calm down as we go through the day on Sunday. So let's take a look at the rainfall totals. So real quickly, just look at the rainfall totals here. Pretty impressive as we go into Saturday night. You notice the rain doesn't really get too far north until after 5 p.m. And then, boy, Saturday night, Sunday morning, that's some huge rainfall. So this is going to be a soaker through Sunday night. I mean, thank goodness this isn't all snow or ice. This would be epic amounts. Just a little bit mixed in, it would be crazy. But this is really about rain. I cannot emphasize enough. Do not get caught up in snow hype with things online. this is primarily going to be a rain event. It could have a few wet snowflakes or a little surprise mixed in the Piedmont. In the mountains even, it's going to be primarily rain before it changes to some snow in the highest elevations. Of course, I will be working all weekend posting updates. Take it easy out there. Nothing really to freak out too much about. Really just a wet Sunday. Good day to stay inside, but nothing that's going to keep you trapped or snow you in or be like a major impact on the entire region. It's really going to be confined to the tops of the highest mountains, and those folks there, and I know you're talking to you, you're pretty much prepared for this. You know what it's like when you get a big storm up there at the highest elevations. Have a great Friday night. Be safe, and I'll have an update tomorrow.